was like, yoink.
Yeah, right?
Hey, but that means I can probably drive tonight when I wash them.
Bro.
I know!
This one's picking them up. How about now? No, that's picking me up. Yeah. You should be getting them.
And we see a try by Roots Rugby right there coming in, starting. We thank you for tuning in for this broadcast here on Next Level Rugby. As we work through a couple of technical difficulties that we got going on right now, we will have announcers coming in and everything working for us. Our lift right now seems to be an issue, so we apologize. We are working through that, and we will get that going. But right now, we are Roots Rugby versus the Hartford Harpooners. Hartford Harpooners, the team that won this all last year. Roots Rugby, great rugby program that's on the rise. As they go ahead, they slot that conversion through and make it 5-7 right now. Roots Rugby coming back, responding from the Hartford Harpooners' early try. Tyler.
Yeah, definitely came out early. The Harpooners put 5 on the board real quick, missed the conversion. Conditions are a little bit different compared to last year. A little bit more overcast, cooler in Austin, Texas than it usually is. Definitely going to see some good rugby from both sides and all the programs today.
All right, kickoff underway. It looks like not taken, but back on right now. Let me see, take it up. That looks like that might be Coop. I don't have a roster here, but looking at that, ball moving forward. Now Jihad Kabir looks to work it out wide, and that Kutztown player right there, the MVP of the 2022 CRCs, and you see why right now, getting the ball back. Not knocked on because he's able to move it backwards. And now again, Jihad Kabir looks to be turned over, but Justin Hale going to let that one go. Let's see what we got going on here. It looks like we got a knock on against the Hartford Harpooners. That's going to be a try, or I'm sorry, a scrum down going to Roots Rugby.
Here's the mark. I'm saying my side. Roots, here's the mark. Crouch. Bind. Set. Straight out. Watch the early hook. Come on. Watch the direct feet, sir. Let's go. Bind. Set.
Gonna have to capitalize on plays like that. Open field play in sevens, obviously a little bit more difficult. Endurance is important, stamina as well. Set pieces are important, but not as ideal as your open field tackling and open field running.
Well, that's an astute observation there, Tyler. I don't know if I agree with that. Set piece enthusiasts will totally disagree with you. But we see a ball thrown in right there, but Root's able to get up there and disrupt the play handing off the defender, keeping it going, waiting for some support. Now Roots looks to pass it out to the left. Kyle Granby looks to shift it out wide. They're looking to try and find space, but a good job of the Hartford Harpooners shutting it down and regaining possession. Now Jihad again. Looks to step through the magician, the truth. Ball's still going backwards though, so it's still play on, but that might be a knock on there, and it looks like, yes, Justin Hale has that one knock on there, and that looks to be like that might, is that going to be the half? Or are we going to get one more play in? Let's see what's going on here. It looks like that's going to be the half, so we will come back and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Roots captain. Roots captain.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
That one finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
Both teams are. And so if they're doing it, I want to know so I can say, hey, team, you need to take that step. And so we got that warning.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
That one finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
Hey, here we go. We're about to get started.
Welcome back. We have a second half of some Freetail Sevens rugby action here. Roots Rugby leading the Hartford Harpooners 7-5 coming into the second half. Looking forward to some good action.
Knocked on and offside. Knocked on. No. Ball down. You knocked it on. Up. Here we go. Quick 10. Counter's fine. Counter's fine. Yeah, it was fine. Side is a knock. Are they coming? Somebody's coming off, yeah? Let's go. Yeah, that's y'all to manage that. Back. Ball down. Ball down. Ball down. Ball down. No, there was no knock. Here's our mark. Here's our mark. Step in, Roots. Roots, step in. Roots, step in. Let's go. Tunnel's fine.
Not straight. Fuck. Now give it. Give it again.
Counter's fine. No, put him down. You're fine, man. Coming from the side. Wrong side, advantage. Advantage over. Play. Leave, boys. Bounce back. It's backwards. It's backwards. Knock on advantage. Advantage over. For the kick. I will. Left and right. Left and right. Right. Where you want me on kickoff? Left and right. Gotcha. Right, so you kicking? So you can kick? Yeah. Okay. Hey. Ball. Huh? You think we need a sweeper? Yeah. 10 seconds to take the kick. We're gonna try it. We got 10 seconds to take the kick. Hey, we need one. We need one. Roll. Hey. Ball. Knock on. We got a knock. I'm just worried.
We have it now.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. No, hands right, you're late, leave it. Roll, no, red. You're off your feet, 14. Hey, you got to tap the ball. No, he didn't. I'm here. Never on side. Advantage.
Get up! Let's go, Tony.
Advantage over.
Roll, red.
No hands. Coach is good. Knock on. You post it and then you knock it on. He has the ball. Here we go. Mark's here. Yep. Mark here. Mark here. Mark here.
Cool.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Early hook, gentlemen. Back 10. Back 10. Back 10. Never 10. Advantage. Advantage over. Just complaining about stuff that's I don't know if you can hear them. You can hear it.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7 rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
Handles that one. Finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7 rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it.
Find your hooker. Find on the hooker. Crouch. Bind.
He'll tell you if you're not.
Gotta keep some space between your shoulders, right? Wait for set. Crouch. Bind. Set. Go off back! Over. I'm not. Not out. Here we go. That ball leaves your hand next time? Good hit, that's fine.
Let's go!
12, you're consistently offside. Take another step, 12. Black line out here. Black, come in. On the air, let's go. Come in, guys. In now. Army out of the way to kick, please. Make sure they stay behind. All right, let's go. Off feet green out! Nope. Watch that behind you, Blair. Sounds good. Let it go, Green. Let it go. Let it go. Put that ball down. Run back. Back. Hey, 15. Go back 10. Yep. On that penalty? No. Win the penalty. One more before half. Our kickoff. Let's go. John. Use it. Don't play that green. Good. Okay. Half time, guys. $12. Yeah. So you're like really they're not getting
Hey!
Thank you. Whatever.
I didn't bring mine. Sorry. Waterfall goes. 12 black. Offside of ruck time. Yep.
Welcome back to the Freetail Sevens for the year 2022. It is 12-5 in the second match of the day. And 2 brilliant tries so far scored by the Army Rugby Union, taking on Rock Rugby, the local side from nearby. I'm Dallin Stanford alongside Mark Stabina. Brilliant to have your company here, Mark, for 2 excellent days as we close out the year 2022.
I was just going to say the same thing, Dallin Stanford. Always a pleasure working with you, my friend, especially this great game of sevens rugby. Exciting spills, thrills, already some fantastic rugby on display. Early in the morning here in Round Rock, Austin, Texas. There's a chill in the air. We expect that to warm up a little as the day progresses. A fantastic tournament here. Some rugby talent from all over the country.
That's right, 22 teams here this year. The 3rd edition of the Freetail Sevens started in 2019 by Ryan Walker, and recently Justin Hale getting onto the ownership group as well, improving things as they go from year on end. Rock Rugby in their lime green. We restart in the second half. They trail 12 points to 5 against the Army Rugby Union. This is a Pool A clash. 12 men's teams here and 10 women's sides as well. Welcome wherever you're tuning in from around the globe to match number 2. And the local side, Rock Rugby, coached by Dr. Paul McCarthy. They built a new 5,000 square foot training facility nearby, did Rock Rugby, and a new rugby pitch. It's knocked down towards the Army Rugby Union side. They take possession early and then drop it to the ground, so it'll just be scrum possession for the local men.
Yeah, it was a nice kickoff there. Perfectly placed, allowing Rock Rugby a chance to compete. Put some pressure under this Army team, and they've come up with the ball, so great attacking opportunity here for Rock.
Rock Rugby, a bit of a surprise package. They've named Colin Isles to their squad. I don't know if he's actually here or if it's just to scare the opposition. Cody Hollingshead takes it to the contest. Scored a brilliant try in the first half. Did Hollingshead to get them on the board. They rumble upfield to the right. Numbers are plenty and a good little step cutting, beating a couple of players just short of the line. Support is there. And penalty comes away to Rock Rugby. They tap and go with a little half gap. Not on the mark.
10 tackle assist, please.
Army need to be careful here, giving penalties away. So close to the line. Could result in a yellow card.
Looking to tie things up here. They smash it upfield. To Rock Rugby reaching for the line. They're there. Try scored. And with the kick, this should level things. A great response in the second half from Rock Rugby.
Fantastic from Rock. They were pressuring from the kickoff. Trudging downfield. Quick play. It really put this Army team under pressure. You could see giving that final penalty away. And then it was a mere formality for Rock, just to crash their way over.
Kick successful. 12 each locked up here in the extraordinary Pool A. We saw the Harpooners, the defending champions, lose their opening game against Roots Rugby, 19 points to 12 just moments ago. And right here at the Round Rock Multipurpose Complex, we're locked up at 12 apiece.
Yeah, send it on Cat.
Sets us up for an exciting finish, Dallin. Still plenty of rugby left in the second half.
So the restart taken by George Tavares in midfield, wearing the nicely camouflaged jersey numbers on those lime green new jumpers of theirs. Tavares looking to go the required 10, contestable, a nice leap in the sky. Carl Mingo was there, but it comes for the Army. They flick it alive, good quick hands. Gerson Blaze was on the park there. He's got tremendous speed if they come back to his way. Looking for a bit of contact into the fray. Army bust through the middle, brilliant bit of stuff. This is what we expect from this side. It was so good in the first half. And that is a classic score. Diving in here for the Army Rugby Union. They have come to play.
The acceleration off the mark from the try scorer there was exceptional. They didn't really seem like they had much going on. They were locked up midfield, Army, and some great defence coming in from Rock Rugby. But then all of a sudden just putting on the accelerator straight through the gap, and no one was going to stop him.
Conversion from in front from Jonathan Kim. Raises the flags. We have a new leader in the game. 19 points to 12. Kim's conversion is successful. Man from West Point, the US Army captain, with a boot, but what a break up the middle.
I have 3 minutes.
So not long left in this game. Refereed by Chris O'Malley.
Yeah, it's close now.
Remember, the top 2 from each pool will go through, and then the 2 best placed third teams as well. Prize money on the line in this 2-day tournament. 55 matches across today and tomorrow. Accuracy needed here for the Army to retain possession. Can Rock get to this? There's a bit of confusion there, and not 10, so they do make a mistake. Provides an opportunity for Rock Rugby. Down by 7 points.
Gotta leave your hands.
2.5 minutes to go in this game. It's their playmaker and live wire. Adrian Escarbo that goes across field, looking for big support, and Tavares, and a lovely ball on the outside, and here they come. Brilliant speed. The flick is there, and the hand comes out, the knock on. So close to equal things up. What a break on the outside.
It was indeed, Dallin. Thought they might have gone all the way. Just that last pass. What about the defensive effort coming in from Army to thwart that try? Anthony Gills denied as he's being replaced as we speak. Kyle Mingo coming in at hooker, but Gills, last-ditch effort, throws the ball in, was knocked on. Army still under pressure here. You'll see this Rock Rugby scrum attack the Army scrum, see if they can try and win against the feed here.
One of their players, Corey Alexander, scored earlier for them, goes up front, but Army come away with this one. Looking on the outside. Trying to use their strength to absorb a few would-be tacklers to recycle possession. A low ball here, but under pressure. Offside play could relieve some with about a minute to go in the game, up 19-12. Kep taps and goes quickly instead. Lovely dummy. So create a bit of space here on the outside. Army stepping off the wing. Go down to the ground. And it was Nakata Swinson.
Good.
They recycle possession really well. Superb first off. They put them in this position. A lovely offload again. Flores was there. Good interplay here from the Army Rugby unit. They keep ball in hand with patient play.
Don't play the 9.
And yet another penalty.
Yeah, not doing themselves any favours at the moment, Rock. Time ticking away, desperately trying to get themselves with possession.
Last 30 seconds left. They're up 19-12 for a good, strong start to this tournament at the Freetail Sevens. And again, advantage. Clean line break and a couple of good steps as well. Support finally arrives. Kim is there. Penalty goes the other way. One more chance for Rock Rugby, the home side.
Wow, this is it. Thought that Army was going to put the nail in the coffin there, Dallin, and wonderful last line of defence tackle just to deny, and the penalty coming in. A couple of late changes in the dying moments. This is it for Rock.
Little Adrian Escobedo, he's been so active in this game. Can he create some magic here? No sweeper back, so 7 up in the line. Regner. Oh, huge contact coming in. Russell smacked to the ground. Rock Rugby got to reload. Penalty the other way. Army Rugby Union will win this one. They can tap and kick it out. Holding on is the call, and there's an injury on the ground as well for Rock Rugby. Unfortunate to see.
What about that tackle, Dallin, coming in? textbook stuff. They looked a little unsure of themselves, Rock. Had a lot to do at this end of the field. But that tackle created the penalty. As you said, Dallin, Army will take this game. It's plays like that can actually win you matches.
Last play. Last play.
And so applause as the injured player is able to get up. Kim taps and puts it out, and that's the final whistle. And it's the Army Rugby Union victorious here against Rock Rugby in their opening pool game by 19 points to 12 at the Freetail Sevens. Two excellent games in Pool A to get us underway here for our two-day event. We'll switch across in just a few moments to the women's side of the competition, featuring 10 sides. Stay with us, more to come.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead. And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. All right, we have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me.
You got 4 seconds to get to the other side.
Push that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead. And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans,
And then you guys are
Louisiana.
kicking that way.
We have sevens rugby
Some
action
can go to
coming
the
for you all
side.
day.
Yep. All right.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead. And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
With your flag over there, Rachel. All right. Army ready?
Welcome back. The 2022 Freetail Sevens Rugby Tournament, the world's only New Year's Eve rugby bash, as we turn our sights to the women. A 1 versus 7 seed matchup. Army Rugby Union, the 1 seed overall, taking on Rock Rugby, the number 7 seed, alongside Tim Wilkes. I'm Kit McConico. Very glad to have you with us here in Central Texas, the beautiful Round Rock Multi-Purpose Complex. And Tim, well, Army, this team, they are the number 1 seed for a reason. A very talented side looking to improve on last year's performance.
That's right. The hometown Rock Rugby side has their work cut out for them here. Kick went out into touch, so a set up here. We'll see how Army can alleviate some of the pressure.
Our referee for this Pool A contest for the women, John O. Cooper. Army Rugby Union with the opportunity, getting out wide, trying to find a foot race. Massive tackle there from Rock in space. Rock doing a very good job defensively early on, but have not had any chances with ball in hand.
Peyton Paget with the nice run there.
Army working one side to the other, looking for the offload. Couldn't get it. Now finally does. Tripped up a bit. Oh, a beautiful fend there. Able to get by and another crunching tackle. Coming in, Rock Sophia Lambier with the tackle. But Army quickly up the pitch. Oh, what an offload. Here comes Army Rugby Union looking for the opener. And they will have it. The opening try is scored by Madison Hovren. And Army Rugby Union is on the board, courtesy of the Spokane, Washington native.
Rachel Henley, number 3, had that one down on the sideline. Support was right there, and Hovren knew what to do with it when she received it, sped down the sideline and got the first 5 up on the board.
Hovren, such an impressive player, a former Army West Point basketball player, a star there with the Black Knights at West Point. She's 5th leading rebounder all time in West Point women's basketball history. Conversion up and through. Army Rugby Union with an early 7-0 advantage.
Like I said, Henley was able to take that one down the sideline. She finishes it off with the conversion herself there. And a nice little start here for Army. Seeing what we thought we saw, the potential to be able to break from all over the pitch, and already a couple of nice bursts.
Now, Tim, the question, as you mentioned for Round Rock, they are the heavy underdog, even though the home team, a lot of fans in attendance here on their home pitch. How do they respond after conceding that opening try?
They just need to try and get some possession. They were able to, a lot of defense there in the first couple minutes. See if they can retain possession here up high off the kick.
Unable to take it cleanly. Army with it and looking for more. Finished 3rd a year ago. Looking to better that placement. Able to stay in there on the touchline. Jono Cooper right there. So we will bring it back for the whistle.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to play the knock-on off of the restart there. Just could not hang on to it. And gives another opportunity here for Army to extend this lead a little bit. Exactly what we were hoping not to have there for Rock. They just need to try and secure the possession here off a big push and see what they can do.
First set piece, the scrum will be to Army Rugby Union. Again, very glad to have you with us for the world's only New Year's Eve Rugby Bash. 3rd year of this fantastic contest. Army Rugby Union looking dangerous, going to the blind side, trying to find a bit of space. It's going to be a foot race. Army blowing by the Rock defender and coming in a massive tackle there. Lambier again, a try saver.
Myers looked hot coming down the sidelines there, but like you said, another solid tackle from Rock Rugby. The try saver, now they can make something happen here from their own end.
Flies into the hand of Peltier. Peltier trying to make meters the hard way. Lambier at the breakdown. Aaron flies. Now Sadler trying to find a bit of space out wide. They have Leo, Sydney Leo looking for the offload, unable to locate a teammate. Knocked on play continues. Back with the try score. Again, here comes Army Rugby Union. Oh, what an offload there. Dawson able to find her target. A beautiful find, and it's going to be dotted down by Erica Myers for Army.
Yeah, Dawson just took in that contact, able to still dish it off after the little offload there, and got another 5 points on the board for Army, really making their presence felt here in the first few.
Sydney Dossett, the Portland, Oregon native, currently stationed at Fort Bragg in North Carolina, one of less than 100 female Rangers in the entire U.S. Army. Very impressive stuff from her. The conversion, unable to split the uprights, as Galdonis couldn't put it through, so it'll stay 12-0. Army Rugby Union on top, and just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of possession there from Rock that time. They were able to swing it out to the outside, but a strong tackle inside from Lolita Galdonis for Army was just able to stifle that attack. And we'll see if they can come away with the restart here. But like I said, just got to get some possession here for the hometown crew.
Take the opportunity to thank our tournament sponsors, Advantage Referee Communications, Hooligan Sport, Brown Distribution Company, as well as our kit sponsors, Smartish, Techline Tools, and Hooligan Sport. Big thanks to them and their contributions here to rugby. And this one will trickle out into touch off the restart. And we'll see what Rock can do with it. Just over 90 seconds remaining in this first half, and momentum-wise, they need to find something to end this first half on a high note.
Yeah, this lineout's going to be critical for them. See all the hours in the training grounds here pay off for them. Be able to strike this one in and get things moving. Like I said, they have not been able to get out of their own half with possession yet. See if they can crack that code.
See what the local side can come up. Big set piece, as you mentioned, stolen away by Army, right into the hands of Peyton Padgett. And here they come yet again. Army Rugby Union have numbers out wide. It's going to be a foot race to the try line. Unable to get the tackle. Leo couldn't get there in time, and Army is going to find a third. And they dot this one down. Try number 3 of the first half. This time, Rachel Henley.
Yeah, could not secure possession off that line out, and Army made them pay again. Their third try here in the first 6 minutes. Just an outstanding effort, and just goes to show how they've got weapons all over the pitch. So you really have to secure possession here, and Rock's making it tough on themselves.
Galdones unable to complete the conversion, so it'll say 17-0, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. And Tim, this Army Rugby Union side comprised of rugby players from active duty reservists, National Guard, service women, as well as Army veterans. A developmental program providing the elite rugby playing opportunities for all of those. And we've seen a lot of talent. We mentioned some West Pointers, some reservists, some veterans. They are all making big contributions.
Yeah, definitely those active reserves, you're not catching anybody, you know, a little overweight or anything like that. They are premium athletic specimen out there, and they are showing off here in the first half.
Program feeds into the All-Army Women's Sevens program, but it's been Army Rugby Union the entirety of the first half. Rock Rugby, it went backwards. They will continue. Can they find something? The final seconds here, tried to find a step through. Encarnacion on her feet. That one, Lamb Fear, fortunately found number 6 for Rock Rugby. Able to get the offload. Over with Sadler. Looking for a bit of space. Gramey able to fend off one. That final offload not finding its target. It will remain with Rock as the first half comes to a close, and it's Army Rugby Union 17-0 with the advantage after half number 1.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7s rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead. And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7s rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead. And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New
Welcome back. Start of half number 2, our first women's match of the day. Union A action. Army Rugby Union, the 1 overall seed, leading Rock Rugby, the 7 seed, 17-0 after the first half. Kip McConico, Tim Wilkes alongside you. And Tim, well, Army, very impressive. What we expected to see from last year's third place finisher.
Yeah, another nice high ball to get us going again, but the attackers all over the pitch. There for Army. Let's see if Rock can come up with something here between the posts.
Inside their own 22, looking to go the length of the pitch. A nice run, able to find the offload for Rock. Couldn't get that final pass off, and a low. It will be taken away by Army, and back to work goes Army Rugby Union. Looking outside again. So dangerous. Dawson trying to cut back inside. Hovren already a try, looking for the brace. Hovren unable to skip through that final tackle. Pulled down shy of the line. And no, able to get across just in time. It was a centimeter, and that was all she needed. And Madison Hovren finds her second, and Army extends the lead 22-0, conversion pending.
Yeah, over and over again, Kit. Just that one little mistake from Rock Rugby is turning into points yet again.
Hovren unable to add the 2 via the conversion, but it's 22-0. And all Army thus far. But Tim, the good news, still a lot of time remaining, a full 6 minutes. But if Rock is going to find a way back into this, they need to start right this second.
Yeah, just got to focus on the training. Get those catches off the high ball here, get things rolling again, work some phases together, try and get it to the outside. But right now, they just got to make sure that play that continuity game. We're letting each other out here. We're not out of it yet. Just got to make something happen.
And make sure to check out our website, freetail7s.com. All the information to the shop and your chance to register for next year as well. This year's largest competition ever. 22 teams, 12 on the men's side, 10 on the women's. 55 total matches for you, 33 today and 22 tomorrow. And, well, tomorrow we've got a men's and women's bowl plate, third place in a cup final, so hardware. But you've got to get there first. That's what both these teams are trying to do. Rock trying to battle back. 5 minutes remaining. Can they dig themselves out of this 22-0 hole? Rock at the breakdown. Army, they're able to jiggle it. They've been outstanding as Army Rugby unit trying to find the space outside. And they've got a budget, but back for the whistle we will come. That final pass, just not finding Paget in position.
Yeah, Livingston had the numbers there on the outside, had the defense sucked in, but just a little forward there. And so for the second time here, they will get an opportunity here near the center of the pitch to march forward with possession. A couple of new subs coming onto the pitch for Army, so some fresh legs out there as well.
As you said, bringing some reinforcements on. Army maybe getting some of those legs rested. You see Peyton Paget coming off. Paget, who's had a very impressive game, the Garden State native, currently stationed there at Fort Stewart in Georgia. This Army team may well be looking ahead to their next match, and we've got another good one coming up for you. It'll be Old Blue Women taking on Atlanta. Our next women's match to follow. That full schedule on freetail7s.com.
Galdonis with a nice tackle there, but ended up with the penalty back to Rock.
At the very least, trying to find some points, trying to get this goose egg off their side of the scoreboard. Encarnacion ripped down, big tackle from Livingston. Rock right now going the wrong way. Not wrapped up. Another opportunity for Rock Rugby. Space here to the blind side. They have the overload numbers for Rock Rugby, but the cut back inside and right to Sarah Emsley. Still the opportunity. Trying to find something down the touchline and knocked out into touch. Huge tackle coming from Lolita Galdonis.
Yeah, Galdonis has been all over the pitch, flying around on the defensive end. Couple of try-saving tackles already in her belt. Now within 5 meters from their own try line, see if they can relieve some pressure and knock some more points up on the board.
First line out of the match for Army. We saw one in the first half for Rock, stolen away by Army. Rock looking to return the favor. They cannot ball on the turf, but knocked on, says our referee, John O'Cooper.
Yeah, good job getting up high for that one, but just could not secure possession. Only got the fingertips on it, so another opportunity here with the scrum down for Army to get out of their own end.
Galdonis and the scrum coming. Again, just the prop, your hooker, your pair of props. And the four backs in sevens, all about speed. Nicely done there. Galdonis takes it herself around the side. Galdonis looking to race forward. It's going to be a foot race. Encarnacion trying to track down her opposite number. Galdonis across midfield. Inside the 22 goes Galdonis. She will take it coast to coast from her own 5-meter scrum all the way down the pitch and dotted down a fourth try for Army Rugby Union.
All day they've struck fear in that defensive line by swinging it to the outside, all those weapons they have out there. By that time, Galdonis was able to make that pump fake, cut straight up the gut, and then, like you said, just had the speed to outrun her opposite 12, made it all the way through, could not get the kick there, but an outstanding effort for Army to extend the lead.
27-0 Army, 80 seconds remaining in the match. A very impressive display from this side, and certainly a team to keep an eye on. We said it last year. They were the third-place finishers. They were not happy with that. And, well, they have certainly put the rest of this field, the other 9 teams in the women's division, on notice. They are the #1 seed for a reason.
And now here, last minute or so, you're able to get a few of the subs some time in, get those legs pumping as well as they look to progress through the tournament here.
Rock Rugby, at the very least, trying to find a point. They've had very few opportunities, ball in hand. Possession has been dominated the entirety of the match by Army. Rock looking to change that, trying to find a way through. Able to find Encarnacion with the offload, and she's wrapped up immediately. Army's been outstanding at the breakdown, unable to steal this one. Chance out wide. Big one-on-one tackle from Army, and they've got it right back. Army looking dangerous again. Gelato that time. Now going to the open side, there's space. If they can get it out wide, Kylie Crane calling for it. No, it's going to be taken. Calderoni takes it herself, and there is the cherry on top for Army.
Big try there for Calderon, but all started there from Rachel Henley. Was able to get that steal, get the poach back to her squad, and like we said, so easy to strike quickly from all over the pitch, and they're able to notch on another 5, 32-0 now.
Looking for the extras via the conversion, and they have them 34-0, the final. Army with the opener, and what a display from our women's #1 seed. Stick with us. Live coverage. 2022 Freetail Sevens Rugby Tournament continues.
Tell him I fixed the white balance. Hey, sir, I fixed.
Welcome back. The beautiful Round Rock Multipurpose Complex just north of Austin, Texas. Year 3 of the Freetail Sevens Rugby Tournament, the world's only New Year's Eve rugby bash. Glad to have you with us as we turn our sights to our second women's match. An 8 versus 9 seed matchup. Old Blue, the 8 seed, taking on the 9 seed, Atlanta. Alongside Tim Wilkes, I'm Kit McConico. And Tim, well, the 1 seed Army, they put on a show 34-0 in their victory. Now we turn our sights to our second match in the women's side.
That should be a good one here. Old Blue always putting out a good product. We'll see what they have got here in store for the Atlanta 2.0.
That Old Blue side established way back in 1963 by 6 Columbia University alumni. And you mentioned the history they have, always a very impressive side. The Atlanta team, we will see. Old Blue with the early opportunity, ball in hand. Blue going through the phases, trying to find a bit of space. They have an overload if they can get it out there quickly enough. Couldn't get that final pass. Tried to cut through and into a wall of Atlanta tacklers. Old Blue inside their own 22, being knocked back. Well defended for the time being by Atlanta and knocked on. Oh, massive opportunity missed by Old Blue.
Yeah, good pressure on the defensive end, really fringing back and forth. Couldn't find any gaps on that opportunity, and now a chance for Atlanta to really tack some points on the board here in the first minute.
Referee for today's contest, Brendan Cosman. Big thanks to our fantastic officials.
Crouch.
Great crew. We see some of the best 7 teams in the country, best officials as well. As you might imagine, our first set piece coming will be scrum to Atlanta and a great attacking opportunity.
Thank you. Crouch. Bind. Binds, please. Set. Ball's out.
Old Blue able to take it against. Nice work there. Trying to find a bit of space outside. It's going to be a foot release down the touchline. Old Blue in space. Across midfield inside the 22. Here comes Atlanta, but they will not get there in time. Old Blue takes it almost the entire length of the field and dotted down the opener, courtesy of Mireille Berry.
Berry had the speed to take it all the way down the sideline. She was that final pass, had a couple chasing her, but no catching her as she blazed down
60 seconds.
and was able to score the first 5 points of the match. It looked like Atlanta 2.0 was going to knock it on first, but a huge burst and a huge first 5 points on the board.
Berry, the Parisian native, says that she was born in a castle, but, well, this is her first time in Texas, so I think this is equally impressive, and what a start to her trip here to the Lone Star State. It will be a difficult conversion for Old Blue. And unable to send it through, so it stays 5-0 Old Blue. 4.5 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, that huge burst there, just that one quick opportunity. And Old Blue are able to make them pay with that opening on the sideline. But just like we saw in the first half with Army, athletes all over the pitch. Atlanta's going to need to play a little bit more stingy defense here.
Berry, the Northeastern University star rugger, finding the opener. Now what's the response coming from Atlanta? We saw in that first match, Army found the opener and they were able to extend it around her. Rock Rugby actually never was able to respond, and that is not a mistake that Atlanta wants to make as Rodriguez is wrapped up trying to find her way through. Back in the hands of Lamb and another quick whistle.
And not a lot of phases coming out of Atlanta just yet. They've had a couple of opportunities, but knock-ons have really stifled things thus far.
Scrum to Old Blue, great attacking platform right in the middle of the pitch.
Set.
See what they elect to do in this situation. Oh, and able to execute it back to Atlanta it goes. Missed opportunity from Old Blue on the set piece.
Fine.
Great work at the breakdown, taken right back by Old Blue. Outstanding work, Jetta Owens there. And here comes Old Blue again, looking for their second. A fend and dotted down. Old Blue finds their second. And again, Berry there with the try.
Robles rumbled all the way through there, but a huge try, doubling their lead, now 10-0 for Old Blue. And again, athletes all over the pitch. That one just had a one-on-one that took it straight through the defense. Conversion is good as well.
And apologies there, Shamira Robles, the Bronx native, currently calling Atlanta home. A ballroom competitive dancer for 12 years, but that time it wasn't the fleet feet, it was the stiff arm that put her across in Old Blue with a 12-0 lead, 2:22 remaining in the first half.
Robles had numbers on the outside there, but she just decided to back her own strength and went right through the teeth of the defense. So we've seen speed, we've seen strength from Old Blue thus far.
Both Robles alongside her fellow try-scorer Berry in their first Freetail Sevens tournament, and both putting on a show early on. Davis able to take it off the kick. Steffes trying to find a bit of space.
Yeah, offside. No, yeah, it was a kick in offside.
But again, Atlanta not helping the cause, and Old Blue looking to get back to work almost immediately. Have an overload outside. Able to get the stiff arm there on Peacock. A beautiful fin and cutting back inside. Oh, what a step. Another. Oh, my. Brilliant stuff here. Absolutely outstanding. What a try from Jim Freed, the one they call Judo, the Evergreen State native out of Oak Harbor, Washington, with our thus far try of the tournament nominee.
Boy, talk about cutting it back. made 4 defenders miss with those sweet shots back to the right. Got it all the way through. Another, got to give it back to Shamira Robles, who started that with the poach. She got her hands on the ball, got Old Blue the ball back. And again, they get possession, and they are dangerous all over the pitch.
Version is up and good, and the former Quinnipiac star, she can't whistle, but she can absolutely dance. Beautiful try there and stepping. 19-0, Old Blue.
Are you going to be able to get her back on?
First half will.
If you can get her on right now, I can do it. But otherwise,
down, and indeed, that will do it for the first half. Old Blue, impressive performance. 19-0 advantage over Atlanta at the break.
Just blood sub.
Oh, apologies there. There was a player down on the pitch, and initially it appeared that was indeed the half, but still 52 seconds remaining here in half number 1. A bit of confusion there. Brendan Kosman, our referee, over making sure the player who was very far away from the action, but still checking on the health. Is final 30 seconds or so of this first half. Atlanta needs to find something. They saw in the previous match, Rock Rugby went into halftime with a huge deficit. They were unable to come back in the second half. They do not want to repeat.
That kick didn't go 10, so they've got an opportunity with the quick tap off the free kick at midfield.
9 seconds of the first half in the hands of Aaron Smith. Smith drugged down from behind, unable to find any space. Old Blue is impressive defensively as they have been on attack. Another crunching tackle. Final few seconds of the half. Rodriguez tries to step her way through, unable to find any space. Here to the near side, a bid for Smith. Smith elected to go back inside and wrapped up immediately. Unable to get the fin. Mallet, but still with Atlanta. Patient going through the phases here. And just as I say that, giving it right back to Old Blue. We know what they can do. How quickly they can find points.
Ball's available.
They have numbers out wide. Final ball, it's going to be a foot race again. Here they come in attack yet again, Old Blue. Looking for the exclamation point to win this first half, of which they have been the dominant side. Cutting back in, Darcy Weedman. Weedman still on her feet and brought down a try-saver from Rodriguez. Able to bring her down by their shirt tackle, but Old Blue not done yet. The heads-up play, and they try as the first half comes to a close. Old Blue.
That'll be halftime.
Impressive stuff as Shamaya Robles finds her second.
Yeah, Van, it was a good job there. On the defensive end, Willem made a solid tackle, but the support arrived just in time. Like you said, Robles was able to take that through. Looked like they'd be able to have the pace there on the outside, but just nice, patient play. Took their time, let the support arrive, and tacking on a few more.
Conversion up and good from Jetta Owens, and it's 26-0. Old Blue on top at half.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Welcome back. Start of half number 2 here at the Round Rock Multipurpose Complex 2022 Freetail Sevens Rugby Tournament. And in our 8 versus 9 seed matchup, it is the 8 seed Old Blue very impressively on top, 26-0 as we get the second half underway.
Jetta Owens with a nice high kick there out of Virginia Tech.
Yep, mark
their
there, please.
team up for another attacking scrum here.
So in our first women's match, we saw the 1 seed Army Rugby Union with a very impressive, emphatic victory, 34-0 on top of Rock Rugby. You could see Old Blue looking to do something similar, looking to put the rest of this field on notice that they will certainly be a contender for this year's title.
Crouch! Yeah, stand it up, stand it up.
Brittany Cosman, the referee for our contest. Make sure you stick with us. 2 full days of action. This is our fourth match, I should say, of the day. We still have 29 for you today, 22 for you tomorrow. Our largest field ever, comprised of 12 men's and 10 women's teams here in beautiful Central Texas.
Couldn't make anything happen off of that one. Ended up knocking it on. That's kind of been what we've seen. Not too many phases for Atlanta 2.0, but able to bring things together and progress down the pitch. It's just little mistakes that give Old Blue opportunities, and they've been cashing in all match long.
And you said it, as good as this Old Blue team is, you do not need to give them unearned opportunities. They will make you pay, and that is exactly what Atlanta did right there, just unable to take advantage. But they will return the favor. Will Old Blue not releasing, and a huge tackle able to dislodge it. Now it's a chance here for Atlanta.
There you go.
Yeah, tackle got a bit high there.
A rare foray into Old Blue territory. Trying to find space up the blind side. Couldn't get the offload in time.
She released.
Able to get back up. Not wrapped up. Finally able to get the offload and knocked back. Big tackle coming. Old Blues defense standing strong for the time being. Still a full 5 minutes remaining in the second half, but a 26-0 hole. That is a big hill to climb for Atlanta.
Didn't survive the clean out, Blue.
Looking to find a step through. Another big tackle wrapping up Monica Rodriguez. Over here to the blind side, lost it, and right back to Old Blue it goes. Watch out. Able to get the one-hand spin. Huberto.
No advantage. Knock on here.
Outstanding work there from the number 9 out of New Jersey.
Yeah, go ahead.
As Atlanta electing to make a change, maybe get some fresh legs, and as I say that, it will be not 1 but 4 changes coming on for Old Blue.
Just count numbers coming off for me, Alan.
One staying on. Shamira Robles, number 8, has been just an animal out there in the counter ruck. She's all over the pitch.
Just call them out when you get
was
them all,
able to get that one back to her team on the last possession, but she is just making tackle after tackle out there and disrupting everything that Atlanta tries to do at the moment.
Right?
Robles, part of the USA Sevens Falcons program, was with them in their trip to Japan back in 2019. But this has to be equally impressive, her first Freetail Sevens tournament. He's been looking forward to this, and for good reason.
Advantage, offside green. Yeah.
Quick tap and go on the restart. Here comes Old Blue. Sarah Minahan, the one they call Minnie, up to it. Out wide again, that time Frimmed. Already has a try, and here comes Old Blue in attack across midfield, looking for more. Old Blue, as good as they come at turning defense to attack. What a try right there from Old Blue. In an instant, able to find more.
Yeah, it looked like Sophie Frick that was able to catch that one here on the far side of the pitch and strolled all the way through, had that speed. We've been seeing that all day. As soon as they get those opportunities, they're able to get it wide, finding space time and time again.
Could not tack on the 2 via the conversion, but Frick, the former University of Washington Husky, who's just made her relocation from the west to the east coast, making the impact here with just over 3 minutes remaining, I should say, in the match. It is still all Old Blue, 31-0, the advantage.
Yeah, Frick, a nanny in her profession, but she's looking to put this game to bed right now. 31-0, just a few minutes left to go.
Quickly, please.
It has been all
Thank you.
Old Blue.
Keep behind you.
Atlanta. Oh, and able to take it cleanly off the restart. Knocked on by Atlanta. Nothing going their way.
Scrum here.
So the turnover will give another opportunity for Old Blue to keep extending this lead. They've had a powerful scrum and were able to earn themselves the penalty on the last one. Scrum half got a little too aggressive and got offsides.
Coming up next, we'll turn our sights back to the men. Atlantis taking on Gorilla. Atlanta certainly one of the teams to keep an eye on in the men's field, but right now Old Blue putting on a show of their own. We saw what Army Rugby Union was able to do in their match. Old Blue saying, I see you and I raise you one. Able to get the offload somehow. What a job. Able to locate Chloe Harold there on the spot. And Old Blue so good. Quick to the breakdown in unison. Trying to cut back inside past the referee. Cosman able to elude the ball carrier. Again, Robles, you said it, Tim. She has put on a show. MVP caliber performance in this match, and just 90 seconds remaining.
No. Would have been a knock on if it didn't hit me. Yeah, you lost it.
Monica Rodriguez has been all over the pitch on the defensive end for Atlanta 2.0 out there, making a couple solid tackles and earning her team the knock-on scrum down here.
Just because it hit me.
Atlanta not been able to take advantage of the set pieces. It has been a complete performance. Attack, defense. Old Blue really just showing their caliber, their quality, and Atlanta making maybe a final change as Rodriguez will come off.
Set.
Now under a minute remaining. Atlanta, can they find something, at the very least, a consolation try? Able to get the offload, a big tackle again there. Harrell doing a good job defensively and able to come around the side of the breakdown. It's going to be a race to the try line. Atlanta, can they find their opener? And able to do just that, dotted down. A big try from Atlanta. Katie Ledbetter has her team on the board.
Big time try, exactly what you needed. Get a little momentum for the rest of the tournament. Show that you've got that speed to make it happen. Kick off the mark, but a good little burst there and a little show from Atlanta 2.0.
Tim, you said it, they may fall in this match, as it appears that'll be the case in the final few seconds, but it's about building momentum for the rest of this tournament, and that is exactly what Atlanta needed, something positive to take away.
Yeah, they went weak a couple of times, really caught Old Blue sleeping a little bit. So good job finding the openings in this big, nice pitch.
Yeah.
And they were able to get the first five up on the board.
It's beautiful natural grass pitch here in Round Rock, Texas, just north of Austin, here at the beautiful Round Rock multi-purpose complex, a 60-acre venue, natural grass, turf fields, everything you could ask for and more. Knocked on by Old Blue, a rare miscue by Weedman. But that'll do it, the final whistle. Old Blue, impressive. 31-5, they take the victory in their 8 versus 19 matchup. Stick with us, live coverage continues. It'll be Atlantis versus Gorilla Men when we return.
Welcome back to the Freetail Sevens. It's Atlantis kicking off with an error to Gorilla Rugby to get things going. Kat Roche is our referee, and Gorilla tap and go in their familiar pink outfit. The local side, Herbert Evans, has a little sniping run. He's gobbled up whole. Support comes in from Mark Asham, and now looking for a bounce ball to Jason Tidwell, the man that loves Justin Bieber. Gets it to the outside to Fleck. Fleck with a good move and a shake from Case Fleck. Has brought this Gorilla side from Fort Worth up the field, and they have the penalty as well. I'm Dallas Stanford with Mark Stabina for the next start to this pool game between these two sides. Pool B, Atlantis, one of the big heavyweights in this team, as Aaron Martin goes in for a tackle. Gorilla Rugby space on the left-hand side. Here comes Tidwell again. Steps off the left, beats a couple. Still going as the young gun. And then finally, 4 or 5 bodies come up. A massive maul as they float over the try line.
Frenetic pace already in this match, Dallin. Gorilla setting their intentions early. Going back for a 5-metre scrum.
What about a goal line dropout there?
Well, I mean, this is sevens. This is the Freetail sevens, perhaps just different rules, different occasions.
Anything can happen. Gorilla Rugby, coached by Mickey Patterson, is always smiling as he's side on the front foot. Tidwell does well yet again. He's been their go-to player in midfield. There's a number 13, Texas A&M student. Also played with Atlantis back in the day, so going against his old side. Physical stuff at the breakdown, good clearing out as well. Ball pops up, still for Gorilla Rugby. Ashram for the line, diving over, try awarded. And it's Gorilla Rugby that strike first here at the Freetail Sevens. Brilliant bit of work from Mark Ashram.
As a matter of time, Dallin. Great lead-up work from Gorilla. You mentioned Jason Tidwell. He's a handful, isn't he? Possibly trying to do a little bit too much himself. Took a number of Atlantis players to pull him down. They kept possession. Ball spat back, and then it was so close to the line, just barged your way over.
Successful conversion, 7-0 Gorilla Rugby lead. And don't forget, this is Atlantis side, the 2019 Freetail inaugural Sevens champions, finalists last year, losing out against the Hartford Harpooners. We already saw the Harpooners go down 19 points to 12 against Roots Rugby earlier today. So this 2-day tournament delivering all the action you would expect. Tidwell to restart. This kick has been well handled in the end. Ashram throws it back in the field of play. Fleck is there. Support running as well from Herbert Evans. Penalty though goes for Atlantis. First time they get to touch the ball. So it's a quick tap. RaggaMuffins wants to get things going. He drifts across field. Wearing the Roman numerals and getting the fend as well. In open space, first touch for Atlantis. Couple of great fans here. They go. Zach RaggaMuffins, what a player he is. Busting free here for Atlantis. And then from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Have numbers on either side as they go up the middle yet again. In support was Isaiah RaggaMuffins, and now they come wide looking for a step. The line is there, beckoning, and they're over. It's a brilliant score. Aaron Gray getting over, and Atlantis respond.
Fantastic response from Atlantis. Dallin, don't you mean they have letters either side? Plenty of jerseys, plenty of options. You don't want to give this team too much possession because this is what they'll do. Great play off the left foot. Reaching out. That is a brilliant try.
Kick goes to the side from Aaron Gray. That's right, the Roman numerals. Very hard to spot as a commentator. So thanks a lot to Emil Cygnus, who founded this program in 1986. The great emperor himself. Now the team is coached by Lynn Howard, Chris Howard, and Chris Ryan as well. 3 brilliant intellects of the game as their side kick off towards us. Oh, big collision in the air. And it's a shot on Fleck off his feet as he lands okay. Good tap here from Jason Tidwell. To the right they operate. Matthew Reed. Finds Ashram, and now that far side. Looking for a step. Clement Waiko does well. Gorilla Rugby aside, they played at the Rugby Town Sevens earlier this year. Founded in 2018. Providing opportunities for youngsters 14 to 23 years of age. But Atlantis come away with this one. They spilt it, they had advantage.
Knock on, offside.
And now offside play.
Knock on, offside. Ball down. Ball down. Not falling. Offside. Ball down. It's not yours.
Some solid defense from this Gorilla team. You just see the momentum shifting a little bit in favor of Atlantis, but here comes a Gorilla.
Looking to run out from their own half. Tidwell looking to go wide again. Kwaiko has got a lot of speed on. Aaron Martin comes in and slings him to the deck. Still possession and width as they operate. Arsham have done really well, the try scorer in midfield. He's with Fleck as well. Case Fleck from Indiana University, works at a moving company, except when there's pianos. Evans cuts back in, beats two, Herbert Evans. What a live wire. Again, oh, the tackle not made. Easter free. Houdini himself gets in. Herbert Evans scores for Gorilla Rugby.
What a game we have on our hands, Dallin. Gorilla responding with interest as well. Just a little missed tackle at the end. Allowed the try scorer to break free. Some brilliant rugby on display already. Two top contenders for the title here at Freetail Sevens. Tricky kick to come. This will be an important one as well.
Good, thank you.
It's a good strike and sails over. Gorilla Rugby, the full complement, 14 points to 5 they lead. And what a try scorer, Herbert Evans. English apparently is his second language, so communication not needed on that occasion. He took it all himself. Did good old Herbie. Waiting for the dad joke. It was not to come from Mark Stabina.
Still loading.
14-5, Pool B. Kat Roche, one of the best referees in the world, featuring on the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series in recent times. Aaron Martin takes this one. The Denver native playing with Atlantis. Can they spark some magic here? Full loaded side they have with plenty of talent. Across the face. They look to set up a contact point to that far side, driving the legs really well. Oh, Atlantis. A miracle ball over the top. Bounce is good. Look for a couple of jump steps in midfield to crack this defense. Big hits coming in left, right, and center. But they've done well. Have the men from Pennsylvania. Rademacher has space with Martin on the outside. He has to go back to collect. Absorbs two. Good little flick. Zach Rademacher, open space ahead. He's very close, driving the big, powerful legs. The tackle is coming from Tidwell as well. Justin Bieber, how do you like them apples?
Tidwell, the try saver. What a brilliant effort. Rademacher was over for all money. The big man pumping the legs.
No try. Hold up.
It was an assisted tackle from Clement Kwaiko as well. That is a big, big play for Gorilla.
And that's the halftime whistle. It is 14-5. Gorilla Rugby lead Atlantis after the first 7 minutes.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead. And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have sevens rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
The third edition of the Freetail Sevens. Welcome to Round Rock, Texas. You're home for 2 brilliant days. As we tune in here, second half action, Pool B. And it's Gorilla Rugby who kick off, who lead 14 points to 5 against Atlantis. A story program who won here in 2019 and were finalists last time. Gorilla Rugby looking for an upset. Mitch Van Noy goes up. Great bit of take here for the Atlantis side. Short ball not needed as they come across field. Aaron Gray, who scored a try, to Aaron Martin now. RaggaMuffins on the outside. We know Electric, he can be in open space. He cuts back in. Gets some solid contact. Does RaggaMuffins, playing with his brother on the side. Ball floats over the top, and here's Mitch Van Noy, man they call Cheeks. Floats it over the top. It's a bounce ball.
Was that a knock-on?
Penalty to Atlantis, and danger time for Gorilla Rugby. They're down to 6 players for the next 2 minutes.
No. Time's not on.
Oh, looks like a yellow card to Gorilla Rugby after that penalty, Dallin. They'll be down a man for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, slap down is the call. Here comes Van Noy. 16th Atlantis tour for him. What a brilliant character he's been for their program over the years. Another penalty not rolling away. So 7 against 6 attacking. Up the middle they go. Atlantis Rugby looking to come from behind here in the second half. A couple of lovely spins as they head towards that try line. And they will get down as well. An individual try scored by Atlantis brings them closer to Gorilla Rugby.
Fantastic individual effort. They were just playing the quick play. Gorilla already down a man. Struggling to get some defensive shape. As Atlantis have just upped the ante here with the tempo. Need to be careful now, Gorilla. They need to win this kickoff so that they can hold possession. You don't want to be defending when you have a man in the sin bin. You can just hold on to the ball until you get your full complement.
15 seconds on the kick.
So this is an all-important kickoff for Gorilla right now.
14-10 the score so far. Gorilla Rugby lead. Atlantis to kick off from right to left on your screen. Manny Soto is on the field. And out of the University of Oklahoma, the data analyst.
Let's have the kick now, please. Thank you.
Aaron Gray to kick them off. And they choose to go to the far side. Good take though from Gorilla Rugby. Fleck was there. He's had an excellent game so far. As Gorilla look to launch from inside their 22. They have space on this far side. Good little step when they fall to the ground. There's Zach Smith, he able to get to his feet though. Wasn't held in the first stumble. There's the local side from Fort Worth. Looking for Bieber to create some magic. Jason Tidd.
Not on the ball. Watch. Thank you. Because he pushed your player off, and it was not his fault that he put hands on the ground. Thanks. On the kick.
Close it.
The kick was good. Go. Play. Back.
Some wonderful defense coming in from Atlantis as well, just putting pressure on that pass. He's bobbling over the sideline.
They're on their line. I need someone in the channel.
Momentum certainly shifted in favor of Atlantis, not just on the scoreboard, but you can see the energy.
Time off, hold.
Line out for Atlantis. They're up 17-14. 2 to play.
Great.
Cat Roche,
Time back on.
who lives in a tree house just 30 minutes away in Austin, has them going. Van Noy with a good take. Looping around here. Atlantis keep it tight with some of their big heavies up front. Hard to read their jersey numbers. Manny Soto gets a couple of steps. Great. Across there, rip it. Big jump there from Benjamin Oli. Oli on the outside. Oli takes them on. And Atlantis show the flair and the spark that you come to expect, and they scorch the earth.
Atlantis seem to be racing away with this match now. See, they just shifted gears. Finally got their noses in front. It was that sin bin that
15 on the cake.
hurt Gorilla.
I would have told you.
Struggled to come back now. A little bit of panic catch-up rugby. It's not working for them as Atlantis just taking control of this match.
Some lovely running and breakouts. Manny Soto getting involved, and Benjamin Oli as well, the electrician, just sparking his team to a 24-14 lead. They've returned from trailing 14 points to 5 in this Pool B game. The other two sides in Pool B, Optimus and Central Texas Outlaws. Gorilla Rugby have possession here of the restart. They've put some good phases together during this game. Handling, though, just an issue in the last couple of minutes. Again, another big jump step, Zach Smith. As I say that, he follows suit and loses it.
And once again, Dallin, it's that catch-up rugby, panic stuff, just playing into the hands of Atlantis. Staunch defense from the men in teal. Would you say teal, aqua? What would you call that Atlantis jersey color there?
Yeah, I think you've nailed the description.
Seafoam green?
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are hard to spot. That's what I will key in on. Especially when they didn't do that well in mathematics at high school. But here they come. The men in teal, aqua. Up the middle again. Great carry.
I'm on first here.
In support. Oli scores one already, but they'll come back and full time. They said, and it's 24-14. Atlantis beat Gorilla Rugby. More action to follow. Stay with us. Great result for the champions for 2019.